Discover the world's most exclusive escapes, private islands, luxury resorts, and unforgettable retreats. This is JetSet Hideaways, where your next dream destination begins. There is a corner of the world that feels as though it was created just this morning, pristine, untouched. This is the Red Sea, Saudi Arabia, and specifically, the Ummahat Islands. Gone are the days when the Maldives held the monopoly on paradise. Today, we're stepping onto sands that few have ever walked. The air here carries a different weight. It is crisp, salty, and carries the silence of a place that hasn't yet been choreographed for the masses. As the seaplane banks, the view below reveals a fractal geometry of turquoise lagoons and ivory sandbars that defy the imagination. This is the Al-Wajj Bank, a flourishing archipelago that serves as the crown jewel of the Red Sea's regenerative soul. In this sanctuary, luxury isn't an imposition, it's an invitation to coexist. At the St. Regis Red Sea Resort, the architecture mimics the gentle, sweeping curves of the very shells scattered along the shoreline. Nearby, Nujuma, a Ritz-Carlton Reserve, one of only a handful in the world, rises from the sand like a mirage, offering a level of privacy that feels less like a hotel stay and more like an inheritance of the earth itself. Below the surface, the narrative deepens. Unlike the weary reefs found in over-trafficked corners of the globe, the coral gardens here are a riot of psychedelic color and robust health. Endangered hawksbill turtles glide through waters so clear they feel like liquid glass, while schools of neon-bright fish navigate labyrinths of coral that have remained undisturbed for centuries. This is more than a destination. It is a shift in the global equilibrium of travel. We are witnessing the birth of a new blue hole for the modern explorer, a place where the desert meets the deep, and where the morning of the world feels like it might just last forever. Our first stop is the St. Regis. Notice the architecture. It's biomimetic, designed to mimic the surrounding coral reefs and sand dunes. Here, the St. Regis Butler isn't just a service, it's an art form. Whether you're staying in an overwater villa shaped like a seashell or a beachfront sanctuary, the transition between the indoors and the sea is seamless. It's quiet luxury, reimagined for a new era of travel. As you step into your villa, the glass walls seem to vanish, leaving only the rhythm of the tide and the panoramic horizon of the Ummahat Islands. Every curve of the structure serves a purpose, reflecting the organic flow of the Red Sea currents. It is a space where high-tech sustainability meets high-touch hospitality, where your every need is anticipated before it's even voiced, yet the primary focus remains the raw, unscripted beauty of the environment. The butler service elevates the experience from a stay to a curated journey. Imagine returning from a sunrise snorkel to find your preferred blend of coffee waiting, or having a private dinner arranged on a sandbar that only appears for a few hours a day. Here, the standard of service is as deep and consistent as the sea itself, ensuring that your only responsibility is to exist in the moment. It is a masterclass in restraint. There is no gold leaf opulence here. Instead, you find sand-colored linens, reclaimed wood, and stone that feels cool underfoot. This is the new definition of exclusive, not just who you are with, but where you are allowed to be. Just a short boat ride away lies Nujuma, one of only a handful of Ritz-Carlton Reserves worldwide. Nujuma means stars in Arabic, and it's an apt name. This isn't just a hotel, it's a sanctuary for the soul. The design is inspired by the nomadic traditions of the region. It's raw, yet incredibly refined. You come here not just to be seen, but to disappear into the vastness of the horizon. Look closely at the structures. They are low-slung and grounded, echoing the temporary shelters of the Bedouin who once navigated by the very stars this reserve is named after. The interiors are a tapestry of indigenous textures, woven fabrics, intricate woodwork, and earth-toned palettes that blur the line between the desert floor and the bedroom floor. Here the concept of a room is replaced by a pavilion, an expansive living space that invites the desert breeze and the sound of the lapping waves to become your soundtrack. At Nujuma, time slows to a crawl. The focus shifts from the pace of the modern world to the ancient cycles of the moon and the tides. Whether you are gazing through a telescope at a sky unpolluted by city lights, or reflecting in your private pool as it mirrors the midday sun, the experience is deeply introspective. It's a place that honors the silence, proving that the greatest luxury in the 21st century is the ability to truly disconnect. The reserve doesn't just sit on the land, it protects it. Every guest interaction is an opportunity to learn about the fragile ecosystem of the Ummahat Islands, from the preservation of the mangroves to the protection of the nesting sites nearby. It is a rare marriage of heritage and futurism, where the wisdom of the past is used to safeguard the beauty of tomorrow. Beyond the thread count and the infinity pools, Ummahat is about the water. The Red Sea is home to one of the world's most vibrant coral systems. It's warm, it's crystalline, and for now, it's your private playground. This is the definition of a hideaway. The water here doesn't just sparkle, it glows with a clarity that feels almost prehistoric. Because this region has been preserved from the footprint of mass tourism, the marine life behaves with a curious, unafraid grace. You aren't just observing a reef, you are being accepted into a bustling underwater metropolis. Here, the hideaway extends beneath the surface, into canyons of fire coral and gardens of sea fans that have never seen the shadow of a commercial cruise ship. To dive or snorkel in these lagoons is to experience a silence that is total, broken only by the rhythmic crackle of the reef. You might find yourself drifting alongside a gentle dugong, or watching a kaleidoscope of parrotfish weave through structures that have stood for millennia. There is a profound sense of ownership in these moments, not of the land, but of the experience. It is the rare luxury of being the only soul in sight in a world that usually feels far too crowded. As the sun begins to dip, the water turns from sapphire to a molten gold, mirroring the desert sands of the mainland. This is the ultimate JetSet hideaway, a place where the boundary between the elements dissolves, leaving you suspended in a perfect private blue. If you enjoyed this journey, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments, give the video a like, and subscribe to join us for more unforgettable escapes around the world. When you're ready to plan your own escape, you'll find the link waiting for you in the description. This is JetSet Hideaways. Where to next?